There's obviously others, politicians, very focused on events in the Channel. Meanwhile, legal migration has been rocketing.
Absolutely. And this is something that we kind of expected from Boris almost after Brexit, because the rules that they were introducing at the time were not ones that were going to restrict low-skilled wages. It was one that was going to be more open to the UK. Now, I've got to start with this, Colin, in that I welcomed some of the most of the changes that were introduced by the government straight after Brexit. One of the things we campaigned for was an equality of individuals from whatever country they are being able to come and enter the UK to work, study, or live in the long term. And we've certainly seen that. But what has actually happened is that the government has decided that it can replace those who are not coming from the EU from those from the non-EU countries, and in fact has opened the doors to allow much more of that sector to come in, and at wages that are really comparable to those who are just on, 20,000, 22,000. These are deemed reasonable wages for able to bring non-EU citizens in.
And Stephen, that will be the thing that maybe alarms some people. I mean, taking back control of who comes in, filling which labour shortage gaps is fine. But one of the promises of Brexit was that people, low-paid Brits, would not have to compete with other low-paid people coming to the UK from outside, often for a short period of time, to earn lots of money very quickly and therefore not live, pay the accommodation costs, etc., that we face.
Yes, and that is exactly the expectation of most of those people who saw the opportunity to take back control of our borders. As I say, the government has taken back control. There's no doubt about that. But what they have done in a series of policies along this journey since Brexit has enabled immigration to expand. And I will say that to some people, they will see that as a sleight of hand. And on the other hand, they've also expanded the number of programs to enable people to come in for long term. One of the big figures that you will see there is what's called the BNO program, to allow Hong Kong citizens who are facing restrictions in Hong Kong under the Chinese government to have visas and be able to come here long term. So far, 155,000 have come, and the government estimate in 5 years, that's going to be around 350,000 people from there. We've also seen the numbers that we expect, large numbers of Ukrainians, but in the past we've had resettlement figures from Syria, from Afghans, and of course we've seen the uncontrolled migration, which we estimate of 80,000 a year from those coming across the Channel. Altogether, that is going to put increased pressure on populations because of the sheer numbers of people being able to come in legally and illegally.